going to be ranking the top 10 best power forward cards right now in NBA 2K23. My team, you guys can let me know in the comment section down below, who do you guys think are the top 10 power forwards, or just who do you guys think are the best power forward cards currently in my team. And of course, let me know what you guys would change about my top 10. But coming in at my number 10 spot is going to be Dark Matter D-Rob. I think there's so many different names you can say for this number 10 spot. Guys like Marc Gasol are going to be in the honorable mentions. Dirk, you know, even there's tons more power forwards you could include, but those are kind of like the two main ones that I think are going to be left out of this top 10 that I could definitely be considered over a card like D-Rob, or maybe even over my number 9 spot guy. But I got D-Rob at number 10 just because of the defense he does provide. He's 7'1" at the 4, 7'5" wingspan. Yes, I know his jump shot's only on quick timing and it's not the fastest release, but I still think he's got great size at power forward. He plays really good defense. He can rebound the ball, he can slash to the basket, he can finish around the rim, and he's also super quick and athletic in game. So for me, I think Dark Matter D-Rob going to be the 10th best power forward currently in my team. At the number 9 spot is going to be Invincible Giannis, a 6'11" power forward, 7'4" wingspan. And for whatever reason, I actually like running Giannis at power forward more than I do small forward. I know for a lot of people it's the complete opposite. They'd rather run him at small forward because you get a little bit more size and just overall dominance at that small forward position. For me, I like his athleticism. I like his versatility at the power forward position. I do think he's slightly better at small forward, but if I were to use Dark Matter Giannis, whether it's his Dark Matter or his Invincible, I try to run him at power forward as best as possible. Maybe have a card like Big Z or another tall small forward in the lineup so we can have a really tall, I don't know, for me, that's just what I like to do. I really like Giannis's slashing ability. I think he's amazing at getting to the rim. He gets some of the best slashing animations. He plays some of the best defense in the game. Like, that's the thing, is I don't think he's undersized for power forward unless you match up against a Toggle Fall, a Manute Bol, you know, those super tall power forwards. But I think he can guard pretty much every other power forward in the game, or at least do a good enough job that, I mean, his defense really makes up for his lack of offense. So in my opinion, I do think Invincible Giannis is going to be the 9th best power forward. At the number 8 spot, I got Dark Matter Jack Sikma, a free card. I think one of the only free cards I believe gonna be in this top 10. I think there's a couple more, but he's a really good free card from the all-time set. Like, people don't realize he's a really good power forward in game. He's 6'11" at the 4, 7'2" wingspan. I know his stats and his badges might not seem crazy, but one of the biggest things at this time of the year, it doesn't really come down to a card's stats or their badges. It mainly comes down to their animations. And this Jack Sikma card has one of the fastest and one of the easiest jump shots to green, in my opinion, if you do like fast releases on your power forward, which I think is super helpful to have on a pick and pop power forward, a guy that you can run pick and pop with, and you don't really need too much space to get his 3-ball off. So I think he's a really good not three hunter, but he's really good at shooting threes. He's going to be really good in clutch time, especially good in unlimited in the pick and pop. And I think he's a solid enough defender where he can still hold his own at the power forward position. So I do have Jack Sikma as my 8th best power forward currently in the game. At the number 7 spot, I still think you gotta have Dark Matter Dikembe somewhere in your top 10. He's 7'2" at power forward, 7'6" wingspan, and we know Dikembe is still gonna be one of the better shot blocking power forwards with a 98 block, 88 steal, 90 perimeter, 98 interior defense. He's still only missing one Hall of Fame defensive badge. Like, I know this card came out, you know, a decent amount of time ago in late March, but he's still a really good power forward option. He's still got the size, he's got the defense, the wingspan, the player model, and if you have a good coach on him, for example, everybody can get a Jock Vaughn coach for free from getting Vucevic from the all-time spotlight set. You can get him up to 93 speed just with a coach boost, and then if you also give him a +4 diamond shoe boost to his speed, he can now have 97 speed. So I'm not really too worried about his speed only being at an 87 for his base card. Yes, his jump shot might be low and doesn't have Hall of Fame shooting badges or any shooting badges in general, but I still think that jump shot is super knockdown and very viable in game. So for me, Dikembe gonna be the 7th best power forward. At the number 6 spot, I think number 6 and number 5 are very similar cards and their skill level and how good they are. Completely different power forwards. Like, I got Artis Gilmore at number 6, and I do have Kristaps at number 5. Kristaps is going to be more of the offensive power forward, the guy that's got the better jump shot, more Hall of Fame shooting badges, 95 3-ball, 93 mid-range. He's going to be more of your offensive power forward, a guy that can be a really good pick and pop option, also being 7'3" at power forward with a 7'6" wingspan. So he's going to give you great size to be able to hold his own against pretty much every power forward in the game. But then Artis Gilmore, He's not going to be that great offensively, but he's the complete opposite. He's all about defense, athleticism. You know, he's 7'2" at the power forward position, 7'5" wingspan. He's got such a good player model in game, and he's definitely a better defender than Kristaps with a 95 block, 92 steal, 92 perimeter, 98 interior defense. He's got every single Hall of Fame defensive badge in the game. His tendencies surprisingly aren't that good for a defensive card, but they're still not terrible. I mean, if you look at Kristaps' tendencies, they're good for block shot and contest shot. So, I mean, yeah, Kristaps has got better tendencies for sure, and definitely a better jump shot. And that's why I think Kristaps is slightly better at power forward. I would say Artis Gilmore if you want to run Kristaps or Artis at the center position. I'd probably lean a little bit more towards Artis Gilmore because of his defense and his player model and his athleticism. You know, having 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 94 vertical, 97 strength. So I think Artis is the better center card, and maybe you could argue the better card, but I do think at the power forward position, I would take Dark Matter Kristaps as my 5th best power forward currently in the game. Now breaking into the top 4. I wasn't really sure where to put this card, and that's going to be Invincible Kareem. I think the top 3 for me personally is pretty locked up. I'll talk about those names here in a second, but I think after that, like, I think Kareem is kind of in the middle between Kristaps and Artis Gilmore, you know, and Dikembe. Like, I think these 3 power forwards are very similar. Kristaps, Artis Gilmore, Dikembe. Then there's like another gap, like a Jack Sikma, Giannis, and a David Robinson. But once you get up to Kareem, I don't think he's on the same level as my top 3 power forwards. I think he's a step down, but then I think he's better than Kristaps. But you guys can let me know, who would you guys take at power forward? Invincible Kareem or Dark Matter Kristaps? I think I'd take Kareem just because he's going to be like Artis Gilmore, but with better stats and maybe a better jump shot. I think he's just a better version of Artis Gilmore. He's got 100 pretty much and every single defensive tendency. He's actually got better dribble sigs. He's got a better jump shot than Artis in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't like it though. I think he's just an upgraded version of Artis Gilmore, also having a better player model. But now breaking into my top 3, like I said, I think these next 3 guys are on a whole different level. At the number 3 spot, I got Pink Diamond Tacko Fall, 7'6" at power forward, 8'2" wingspan. I mean, he's still one of the best cards in my team. He's going to be able to mash super well. He's still one of the best paint defenders. And we know Tacko Fall at that power forward spot is going to be so overpowered and glitchy that I think he has to be in your top 3. On my number 2 spot, I got Invincible Shaq. I really wanted to put him number 1, but we'll talk about the number 1 guy here in a second, and you guys can probably already guess and know who that's going to be. But Invincible Shaq, I think, is so dominant at power forward. He's 7'1" at the 4, 7'7" wingspan, and you got to be a really good power forward card to be better than Pink Diamond Tacko, who's 7'6" with an 8'2" wingspan. But the thing about Shaq, he's an invincible, so you got a Shaq with 99 speed, 99 acceleration, 97 3 ball, tons of good Hall of Fame shooting badges on Shaq, but normally he has a terrible jump shot. And he has on every single card he's gotten, on his Galaxy Opal Zen card from earlier in the year, on his Dark Matter Phenoms card, on his Diamond, you know, or from his Amethyst, right, from the Zen set. He's had a bad jump shot the entire year, and he usually does in my team, but then finally they changed his jump shot, where now he's got the Montrezl Harrell base, the John Wall upper on very quick timing, and it's actually a super good jump shot. It's not just a good jump shot for a big or a Shaq card, it's actually a great jump shot in the game, super easy to green with. And then he's also got the Garland size up, the Kobe escape, Dame behind the back, really good dunk packages. Tendencies are all almost maxed out at 100. So yeah, Shaq overpowered like crazy at power forward. He can run super quick, he can knock down threes, he can mash down low, and he's got such a good player model that he can defend super well at that power forward spot. And then at the number 1 spot, the best card in the game, the best center, the best power forward, probably will be for most of the year, we got the Dark Matter Hero Lock-In, Manute Bol. He's 7'7" at power forward, 8'5" wingspan. He's pretty much just Tacko with a better jump shot, faster, and a higher 3 ball. That's kind of the way to describe it. Also a better player model. He's got a longer wingspan. He's got a bigger player build. He's got a way better jump shot than Tacko. And yeah, Manute Bol, I still think is the best card in my team, and probably will be for a while until we get maybe a Victor card. We'll have to see how good he is. But I mean, this Manute card, 7'7", can play power forward as well. Kind of ridiculous that they did make him power forward eligible. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 10 power forward list, and let me know what you guys would change, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.